What if the strongest curse in the world was born from love? Before Gojo became a legend, before Yuji swallowed Sukuna's finger, there was Yuta Okotsu, a boy cursed by the person he loved most.
Yuta.
This is the complete story of Jujutsu Kaisen 0, from the first scene to the final goodbye.
Let's die together.
The movie opens about a year before Yuji ever steps foot into Jujutsu High. And trust me, what happens here is insanely important. We meet Yuta Okotsu, a high school kid who looks like he hasn't slept properly in months. And of course, because anime logic, that makes him the perfect target for bullies. A group of students corner him. They shove him around, laugh at him, push him to the ground. Yuta quietly tells them to stop. They don't. And then they get crushed. Not punched, not thrown, crushed by something invisible. Because Yuta isn't alone. When he was a child, he had a best friend named Rika Orimoto. They promised they would get married someday. It's adorable, it's sweet, it's tragic. Because Rika died in a car accident, and Yuta couldn't accept it. Instead of letting her go, his grief twisted into a curse. Rika came back, but not as a normal spirit. She became something monstrous, something powerful. And now, she kills anyone who even slightly harms Yuta. So yeah, that's a problem. Naturally, the Jujutsu higher-ups hear about this and immediately decide, yeah, execute the kid. Because when in doubt, delete the problem, right? But one person steps in, Satoru Gojo, and in the most Gojo way possible, he says, or hear me out, what if we train him? Instead of killing Yuta, Gojo enrolls him at Tokyo Jujutsu High, because Gojo sees something the others don't. Rika isn't just a curse, she's absurdly powerful. And if Yuta learns to control her, he could become one of the strongest sorcerers alive. And knowing Gojo, he's not exaggerating.
Guess what? You're starting at a new school today.
Gojo gathers his students and tells them about Yuta, and you can imagine he does it in the most Gojo way possible.
Students of all grades, we have a new student! Give him a hand!
And then, Yuta walks into the classroom. Awkward, nervous, looking like he'd rather disappear. And standing in front of him are 3 first years, Maki Zenin, Toge Inumaki, and Panda. Yes, that Panda. And they do not welcome him warmly. The moment he walks in, they feel it. The overwhelming cursed energy leaking off him. Weapons come out instantly. Rika almost manifests again. Things get tense fast. Gojo barely calms the situation down.
This place is where we learn curses to exorcise curses. Welcome to Tokyo Jujutsu High School.
He's just telling me this now?
What?
He's just telling him that now?
My bad.
Maki especially is furious. She trained her entire life to survive in a system that looks down on her. And now this emotionally broken kid just shows up labeled special grade? Yeah, she's not impressed. Soon after, Yuta and Maki are sent on a mission together in elementary school. 2 kids have gone missing.
We're here to exorcise the curse and save the kids, or retrieve them if they're dead.
Dead?
Gojo lowers a veil. They enter. A small curse attacks first. Maki handles it effortlessly. No hesitation. Clean execution. Yuta mostly just stands there. Still scared. Still unsure. But deeper inside the building, things escalate. A larger cursed spirit appears. And before they can react, it swallows them whole. Literally. Maki's cursed weapon gets left behind outside, which means she's in serious trouble. Inside the creature's stomach, they find the missing kids. Still alive. Barely. Maki turns to Yuta and asks the obvious question. Why isn't Rika helping you? Yuta quietly answers, I can't control her. And then Maki starts losing consciousness from the curse's effects. That's when something inside Yuta snaps. He screams Rika's name. He puts on the ring Rika gave him as a child, and Rika appears, fully. And the curse doesn't just get defeated, it gets obliterated, instantly.
Oh, wow! Look at me! I'm so pretty! I love it!
Everyone is saved, and for the first time since Rika died, Yuta realizes something important. He doesn't want to die, he wants to live. After that mission, Gojo gives Yuta a new goal. Don't rely on Rika blindly. Learn to channel her power gradually. So Yuta starts training with a katana under Maki's supervision. And when I say supervision, I mean brutal training sessions.
What's up? How's it going?
Oh, it's going.
Don't get distracted, newbie.
happens. He falls, gets smacked around, gets yelled at a lot, but he improves slowly, and something unexpected happens. He starts bonding with the others. Inumaki, despite only speaking rice ball ingredients, is weirdly comforting. Panda becomes surprisingly supportive. There's one time when Panda assesses if Yuta likes them big or small, but I'm not going to talk about it because I am a good kid. What I will tell you is that the Yuta-Maki shippers were born here.
Maki!
Huh?
You have a shot!
Yuta accompanies Inumaki on a mission at a construction site. Grade 2 curse. Should be simple. Inumaki even buys throat medicine beforehand because using curse speech wrecks his throat. They enter. Small curse spirits everywhere. Inumaki handles them easily with one word.
Explode!
And they explode. Clean, efficient. But when they try to leave, the veil won't let them. Someone is interfering, and that someone is Suguru Geto. Except this version of Geto looks calmer, colder, different. A stronger curse appears. Inumaki uses die. It works, but Geto isn't attacking. He's observing Yuta, studying him. Who is Geto? Geto was once Gojo's best friend, a genius sorcerer, until something changed him. Now he believes non-sorcerers, who he calls monkeys, are the root of all suffering. His solution? Eliminate them. Create a world of only sorcerers. And to do that, he needs Rika. Because Rika isn't just strong, she's known as the Queen of Curses, and Geto wants that power.
I know. Since all the leaders are here, let's take a photo together. Where's my camera?
Got it right here.
One day, Geto casually shows up at Jujutsu High riding a giant cursed spirit. Yes, casual villain entrance.
Why exactly did you come here?
I came to declare war.
He declares that on December 24th, he will unleash 2,000 curses across Kyoto and Shinjuku, a night parade of 100 demons. Pure chaos, pure distraction, because while everyone fights outside, he plans to kill Yuta and absorb Rika. Gojo knows this isn't random, this is war.
Goodbye, everybody. See you at the war.
The war begins. Curses flood the cities. Sorcerers scatter everywhere to contain the damage. Gojo is intercepted by a foreign sorcerer named Miguel, and Miguel is strong enough to stall him, which means Geto is free.
What are you doing here?
Sorry about this, but I don't have time to chat with monkeys.
At Jujutsu High, Geto attacks. Maki, Panda, Inumaki, all defeated, brutally. Yuta sees his friends broken, and something inside him changes.
Come out! Rika!
He uses reverse cursed energy to heal them. Yes, reverse cursed energy. A technique even experienced sorcerers struggle with. This kid is absurd. He even copies Inumaki's cursed speed.
Die.
Hits a black flash. But Geto is still stronger. So Geto combines thousands of curses into one massive attack. Yuta has one option left. He makes a binding vow. He gives himself fully to Rika in exchange for all her power. And what follows is pure destruction. The explosion overwhelms Geto completely. He loses, badly. After the battle, Gojo confronts Geto privately. One final conversation between former best friends. And then it ends. But the biggest twist? Rika never cursed Yuta. Yuta cursed her.
Rika didn't place a curse on you. You placed a curse on Rika.
When she died, he refused to let her go. His power bound her soul to him, and now he finally releases her. Rika smiles and disappears peacefully. Yuta is no longer haunted, but he's far from weak. He's revealed to be distantly related to Gojo, a rare bloodline, special potential, and he leaves Japan to train overseas, stronger, calmer, and ready for what's coming next. Before Yuji, before Shibuya, before everything fell apart, this was the beginning. And that was the story of Yuta Okotsu, a boy who turned grief into power, a curse born from love, and a war that quietly reshaped the Jujutsu world. But here's the thing, Jujutsu Kaisen 0 isn't just a prequel, it's a warning. Because while Yuta was learning to control Rika, while Geto was declaring war, while Gojo was still smiling like nothing could touch him, the real storm was still coming. a past that would break friendships, a plan that would shake the entire Jujutsu society, and an event that would change everything forever. In the next video, we step into Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, where legends fall, alliances shatter, and the strongest sorcerer alive finally faces a world that's ready for him. Trust me, if you thought this movie was intense, you're not ready for what comes next. So make sure you're subscribed, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in Season 2.